has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault.
Oh no.
And 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper.
Oh man.
The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert.
Oh. Martial law?
How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we
that
must
big
not
dragon.
bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard.
Luckily.
As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished.
Point me in the right direction, man. Just need to stick my sword in something, right?
But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish.
The one who wins
Pray,
Big Brother's
think of it
win.
as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such.
The falling snows. I see.
All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Fortemps. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor.
I like this guy.
Agents
Mike
of
is on
Ul'dah
right, yep.
will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their
One
entry
sec.
rebuffed
Yeah, we're
time
good.
as their masters have acknowledged your innocence.
Oh, I just messed with the sound, didn't I? Sorry about that.
You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind.
Yeah, but
But let us
Nanamo.
dwell no more on this.
Philia.
Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day.
Tis bitter
I
cold.
suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Hey, so what are you guys doing?
We're competing to see who gets Big Brother's wig.
Oh, okay. See ya. Oh, looks like we're in for some cutscenes. Excellent. Oh, Tataru, you're okay. I was worried they'd like crucified you or something. She wasn't at the banquet.
I'm so happy that you're...
Mood. I'm happy she's okay too. No, Menphilia and the others. Tataru, I'm afraid everybody else is dead. Yeah, they backstabbed us badly.
Philemon told me to run, so I did. I ran and ran until my lungs bled and my feet ache. I lost my way and then...
Fortunately, who's this? Fortunately, I'd observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. They were venting and faking tasks. Oh, who's the babe? Oh, she wanted the... Oh, Yugiri! Oh my god, she took her mask off. Hold on, let me assess the situation here. Alright, I like her character design. Oh, she's an aura, right? Okay, so is this the expansion that introduced the aura? I guess it must be.
Pretty, isn't she?
Yeah, I'd say so.
After Yugiri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urianger.
Yeah, he wasn't at the banquet either.
When we told him what happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the waking sands. From the outside...
Looks like an abandoned storehouse. Okay. My shoulder, well, my rib is still giving me trouble, so, doing the higher-pitched voices is gonna be rough. Well, the transformation didn't take long because Urianger is a really awesome illusionist. Totally good. Totally great. Yeah, you were at the Waking Sands, but no one else came. But nobody came. Searching for them. Oh, honey, they're all dead. They have to be. Your people are searching for the scions as we speak, and the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortunes. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's what they said before, right? That's what that dickhead said. If the two of you escaped, it's not impossible that others could have... I mean, technically speaking, I'd imagine Papa Lima could have poured it out of there, but frickin' Ishtola and Thancred. I don't know about Minfilia, though. I mean, I don't know why she had to stay behind. Anyways. The people of Doma still stand with me. Awesome. You guys are great. Thank you. By the way, I'm Boone. I like swords. Ooh, a fire.
'Tis all my doing.
Yeah, you dumb fucked up. What were you thinking, recruiting a bunch of criminals?
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought.
At least you acknowledge it.
I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty.
And
I
you
treated the
allowed
Crystal
somebody...
Braves and even the scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod.
Well, it can't be
The
helped
salvation
now.
of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh yes, I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored.
You're not going to become a villain,
Set
are
back
you?
to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity.
It wasn't a bad plan per se, it's just that he chose to pick people from the bottom of the barrel.
Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh god, you're about to release Genova, aren't you?
Oh, Alfino.
I keep forgetting that I keep forgetting the D is silent. Oh, hey! Is that hot cocoa? Because I could use some hot cocoa right now.
So, Master Alfino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you?
I make no
What
comment.
of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Ishgard. I have got to put something over my lamp. Like a filter.
Alfino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard.
Yeah, it's almost like that's the whole point of the
Minfilia told me
expansion.
many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost
That's
to
right.
sight.
That's right. We can't lose hope here.
Be
Good
it in
message.
the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
Good plan. Oh, somebody give her a hug already! Well, these animations are really expressive. I like them. But, oh, poor Tataru.
You are right, Tataru.
Somebody
Thank
give her
you.
a hug.
And thank you for your kind words, Lord
Get this
Orphan.
woman a kitten!
'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians.
Yeah, I'm still here, and I've got swords.
The scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity.
Oh, thank gods. For a second there, I thought you were gonna, like, transform into some scenery-chewing monster.
Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
Just promise me you're not gonna say that you have to stay behind, okay? I can't take any more of that right now. No, but seriously, why did Minfilia have to stay behind? There was nobody left behind us, and I could have taken them. More cutscenes? Skip the credits. Oh, right in the feelings! Yeah, I don't need to see the end credits. Oh. But I do need to see this. What's going on here? Wait, I already saw this scene, didn't I? Or is
All
this...
has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
You piece of filth. You're about to say just as planned, aren't you? You took her hat? Or did you always wear something like that? I hate those monetary scum. I hope we get to kill them later. Oh. Wow, Raban, you're still alive? Holy shit. Oh, we gotta rescue him. Poor guy with his arm. Oh, you. Nabrialis is no more. The Yardo was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that rightly should be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind, and we also have the same voice. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile, and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation, unlike any the world has ever known. Ominous. By his will. Zodiarch? By his will. What do you think of my Tony J? Prepare the troops. Bob. So nice to see you again, Enzo. What? Okay. What? Explain yourself, Oriange. Explain your fucking self. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. Oriange, I swear to ass if you betrayed us. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's that Holy Temple place, and that's the big bridge where we had that fight with the dragon. Oh, fuck my shoulder. Ooh, Baba Ganoush. Ugh. Yeah, this rib right here is doing one of these. Oh, wow, this place is great. I wonder if they've got swords.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond.
Oh, shut up. You're just a baby dragon now. I should put you on a leash or something.
Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
Well, yeah, anything that tries to get between me and my sword is going to have despair and death, because I'm going to kill it with my sword. You stupid lizard. Shut up. I've also got armor, so yeah, you can't do anything. You're stupid. You've got baby teeth. To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north. Oh wait, how about this one instead? Their hearts filled with hope and eyes. Oh, so was that the end? So that was the end of ARR, not the beginning of Heavensward. Oops. Oh. Oh, thank God. We're finally in Ishgard? Is that what's going on here? What's with those spires with the ventilators on them?
the dawn's light will shine again.
When did Alfino get turned into Elijah Wood?
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything.
Okay, I know they changed voice actors, but that was so sudden. Like, wow.
You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Ildar and set things right.
me!
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefon.
Oh, it's Orchefon? Orchefon. Orchefon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names.
Yeah,
But now is not
I
the
need to do
time for
that.
drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Oh, cool. You want to come with me to a dungeon sometime? Oh, that was terrible. Oof. You want to come to a dungeon with me sometime? I need a new sparring partner. My last one died.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
Sounds like Elijah Wood.
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortemps. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Woohoo! Finally!
Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed.
Groovy.
Needless to say, should any of your missing
Beast.
allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
Wouldn't they rather be buried in their homeland? I could see Menphilia maybe escaping, but wait, don't know. There was really nothing chasing us. I could see maybe Papalemo
You are more than generous,
teleporting
my
out.
friend. On behalf of my
Maybe,
fellows, I
but it's a
humbly
stretch.
accept your offer of hospitality.
Especially for the two that were crushed under the rocks. Oh, God. It's a terrible way to go. If the impact doesn't kill you, the suffocation will, and that's
The Count
much
is a good
worse.
man, and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
Thank you. Never met a count before, I
To
don't think.
Ishgard then. Together.
Together! Yeah! Let's see what kind of
There we
swords
shall
they have.
carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Of course.
Here.
Does that make me the new antecedent? Resting dick face? I don't know. Whoa. This music, though.
And so they came, at a friend's behest.
God, we lost so many. They didn't kill them off because
Heroes
the
once
fans
celebrated
didn't
as
like them, did they?
saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood.
Hey, my name... I am not the Blackened.
With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope
I have to
yet
make
in their
jokes. It's how I
hearts,
cope.
they came.
I like the atmosphere. Whoa. Bravo, bravo.
To Ishgard, shining city on the mount,
Oh, it's like the
overlooking the
Vatican or
dominion of
something.
Kurthus.
It's very gothic, I love it.
A great and proud nation,
What are those, cannons?
devoted to Halone, the Fury,
Oh, wow.
ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church.
I like it.
The
Ooh,
last
halberds,
bastion of the
poleaxes.
faith,
Ooh.
her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses.
Oh, wow, those are some well-loved walls.
A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace.
Man. Oh, poor kid. Oh. the city feels really lived in.
Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood.
I like that kite shield. I was trying to say,
In the midst of the Dragon Song War they came. 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change.
They think we're suspicious. Well, we're foreigners, so they
Though
don't like
none knew
foreigners.
then how great.
Foreshadowing! From the memoirs of Count Edmond du Fortemps. Hey, you just spoiled your own survival, man. Woo! Heavensward, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're supposed to talk to some manservant at some building, but before we do, I want to have my first look at Ishgard. Alright. Neat. Oh, fellow adventurers! Great! Alright, looks like we got to go to a district called the Pillars. I'm guessing it's the more rich area, because it's higher up. Whoa. Lofty turrets, parapets, ooh, and a big old palace. Doesn't look too, whoa. Dude, check it out. Check it out, butthead. Or, Beavis. This place is glorious! Alright. But let's continue on with the story, shall we? Alrighty then, here we are, back at, Fortemps Manor.
My lord, I have returned with the scions.
What's left of us? Yep. Whoa!
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
Is he a vampire? I'm not just asking that out of character. My character is actually shouting that out loud.
I, Count Edmond de Fortemps, do
unicorn
bid you
symbol.
welcome.
Nice. You sure you're not a vampire? You did just bid us welcome. And you're a count.
As wards of House Fortemps, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Fortemps.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an
I
expression of
love
our
this outfit,
gratitude
though.
for your service to Ishgard.
Who's your tailor? He always does that surprise Pikachu
Forgive me, my
face.
lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
An undeserved reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders.
Right.
Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think?
You know, between several different game characters, I have learned not to trust people that say, "Don't you think?"
Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city?
Oh, an actual guided tour, okay. Yeah, let's do that.
You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Yeah, like the next 10 levels, right? What's on your mind, Alfie? Though our friends in House Fortemps... I'm not going to read every line of dialogue in this one, because... Oh, brother. I threw my throat out Halloween night. First from karaoke, and then from... If you're watching this, then you probably watched the previous episode. You know. Take a while to learn the lay of the land, markets and taverns. Oh boy! Yeah, let's go to the sword store!
Thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall of course do as you suggest.
Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might have. Blah. Ah, but I grew forgetful in my dotage. There is something you must see ere we part. Their documentation is in order then. Oh, I like his effort too. Yes, my... Yes, my lord. Hello. Hi, I'm Boone. I like swords. What's this for? Whoa. What does that say? Those documents identify you as wards of House Fortemps. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to dealing with foreigners. Well, this place is easy to do. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Fortemps. But let us hope that that never comes to that. Yeah, we're gonna do what we can to avoid any situation, blah blah blah. We're not gonna use your name in vain. Or something. The city awaits. Yay, let's get burgers!
Let's go.
So, burgers?
I'm no longer voiced by that guy. The joke doesn't work anymore.
Oh, okay. Going up these stairs, we find a place called the Hoplon. I'm hoping it's a tavern. Because, let me tell you, Boone could use a drink right about now. Especially a big, big, big mug of hot cocoa. The Hoplon, so named for the Great Shield, is the largest plaza. Oh, it's the plaza. Largest plaza in Ishgard. Alright, cool. That is the Holy Vault. That massive cathedral. Oh, look at that. Wow. You know, I've never seen the Cathedral of Notre Dame in person, but I think that's what they're going for here. It's like the Grand Cathedral. The seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop. Okay, so that must be the cathedral we saw in the cutscene before, right? Has to have been. Yeah. The Knights 12. Thordan's famed Knights 12. What is that? Very good, Master Alfino. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined with King Thordan to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Nice. A rich city? A city rich in history and tradition. Yeah, it's freaking... I love Gothic architecture. Alright, so the next step is to go to the place called the Crozier. We're gonna meet someone called Elise. Alright, down the stairs to the right, and down a little more stairs, and we are there. Here we are. So, this is where you start out in Heavensward, looks like. Alright, alright. Smirnoff ice, nice. Okay, so it looks like this is where the materia people are, the jewelers, the basic gear, the arms mender, okay, all that good stuff. Hello, Elise. Hi, I'm Boone. I like swords. Yeah, we're adventurers, obviously. Oh, here. Alright, nothing special there. She just told us that she has things to sell. Man, should I bother recording this part? Okay, over this archway. Moogle over here, great. Detail, so much detail. Ooh, full-size kite shields. Beautiful. Alright, I gotta give me one of those. For doing this, we get a new helmet. I'm not actually going to use it because I have something better already from doing raids and stuff. Yeah, I think it looks alright. It definitely looks like it affords a lot of protection. Probably looks better on a Dragoon than on a Paladin, but later on I'll use some red dye on it and see if I'd like to make it a glam. Okay, so after you talk to him at the Aetheryte and get your new helmet, this happens. We get a little cutscene. Let's see what happens. So I've got no idea. For our next destination, where to? Can we buy some swords? And maybe some cake. You know, I still haven't had that cake. The manufactory, ooh. They conceive and manufacture anti-dragon weapons. Oh, there's a chocobo stable. Alright, alright. Congregation of the Knights Most Heavenly. Avoid that area. Oh, the east is... Avoid the east. Oh, is that the slums? Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord? What? Hello. You must judge me, sir, but I am no lord, but a humble traveler. Unsavory character. Ha! You don't have a chance. You don't even have a name. Well, if you got a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Night, if your nursemaid'll let you. Hey, I resent that remark. My humblest apologies, Master Alfino. Pay that drunken lout no mind. Wait, hold on. If he's drunk, that can only mean one thing. This town has alcohol! Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Night for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Boone. There are few sources of information more abundant than a local hostelry. Yeah, and food! Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. I'm pretty sure they're dead, bro. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? Oh, like the attacks, yeah, sure. I'm coming too. Are you sure? Last time you had one shot and you were passed out for a week. Alright, guess we're going to the inn. Alright, we have arrived at the end. Gibrion. Gibrion? Gibrion. 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 Ah, whole party of fresh new faces right in my town. We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with more Bush Maf Mofmof Memofafe. Gilbrant. Gibrant. I'm just gonna call you Gibbs. And I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, well, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but notice a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Oh, don't start that right now, man. Ah, spotted that, did you? Aye, up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from some other else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from Broome, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their taste. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourself. Hey, speak for yourself, man. I really love me some meat and potatoes and a nice stiff drink. Mostly because I like swords and I don't know how that's related, but I felt like saying it, okay? The weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick. It's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. What is the broom? The fuck's the broom? I see. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and temple knights. More than a few people are sore about that, mind you, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you. Especially if you mean to go below. And something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. Oh, you're funny. You can't fit a sword inside a boot. I shall take your word to heart, sir. Master Elfino, I think it would be best if we return to Fortemps Manor. Je ne sais quoi.
You go on ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two.
Hey, be careful, Tataru. You remember what happened last time? Ida had to carry you piggyback. Miss Tataru, I'm afraid that's out of the this guy's a butler, isn't he? Miss Tataru, I'm afraid that is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place. Least of all a maiden. What, she's gonna say that she's not a maiden?
What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Afino. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I can practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own?
Yeah, how's your magical training going?
Oh, please. Do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stone by myself? If I had a gill for every unwelcome caller I did annoy... If I had a gill for every unwelcome caller I did annoy, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine!
I'll be fine! Not that I doubt the lady can take care of herself, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. Oh, yes, this guy's good peoples.
Then that settles it. Tataru, Boone and I shall go to the manor for now. Contact me by link pearl if you require assistance.
Yeah, and really, be careful with the drink this time. By the gods, you're adorable. Please don't die. Alright, and we're back at the manor. Then tell us, Master Alfino, does Ishgard meet with your expectations? Oh, okay, so it exceeds his expectations quite a bit. Okay. The attack was devastating. The casualties, unspeakable. The Wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, and even children, were given a quarter. You can count on it. Sir Aymeric has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend aid where it can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Sorry, women. Men and women. Mayhap we could be of assistance then. Yeah, we're adventurers, that's what we do. Alfie, I haven't fought anything in a while. That is a most generous offer, Master Alfino. You are guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, Master Stake-Driven, I could ask no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artorial and Manelda who in their duties. I beg your pardon? My name is not that hard to pronounce. And do it, I'm not blank. Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting of your station, and show Master Stake-Driven the respect he deserves. This is the man who slew Gaius van Belsar and some half-dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy. If you can pardon their impropriety, Mr. Stake-Driven, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. Oh, they're your sons, okay. My thanks. Fury willing, they may even learn something from you. What? Bloobity bloobity bloop. 'Twould seem we'll have plenty of work to do around here. Our host's initial reluctance to accept your offer of aid was solely for our appearance's sake, I suppose. In truth, he's glad of this opportunity to put us to work. Oh, great. I don't want to just sit around here, Alfie. By granting us patronage, House Fortemps has taken up tremendous risk.
We must prove ourselves to them, because otherwise, we're not going to get anything done. And so, we're going to babysit his sons, and let the people of Ishgard see that we are in fact good eggs. It's going to be a mutually beneficial arrangement. And we're going to help the two lords find themselves, and maybe they'll even learn something. Alright. Alright, ladies and germs, that's just about all I'm going to record for right now, because I'm over an hour in footage, and I probably have about 20 minutes to trim down. This has been Steak Driven Entertainment. Have a good one.